Click. Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody? It has been a entirely too long since we got to be face-to-face live with all of y'all. So thanks for tuning in. My name's Andy.
My name's Dennis.
Oh, this is Dennis. We got Nicole on the decks.
Hello.
And we have one new person to talk about. They won't be joining us on video, but they're joining us. We have a new community manager for Conan Exiles that'll be joining us officially. Their name is Carol, so please give them an excellent welcome in chat. Thank you. And yeah, today's going to be a very exciting day. We hope and are certain that you'll be excited about at least one thing that we'll be talking about today. Okay, so lots to talk about today. Where do we start? Okay, so to set some expectations for today, so this will be a live preview of a couple of the new features that'll be coming all y'all's way in the next age, which, as you may know by now, is Age of Heroes. So we'll be going over both of those features that'll be introduced with the first chapter of this age, and then showcase some new building pieces and cosmetics, and then answer any questions that you might have. And then maybe we'll talk a little bit more about just a couple other things that are hot topics within the community.
And everything we talk about here will be what's coming in Chapter 1 of the Age of Heroes.
Yeah, so as always, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I don't want to get too far ahead, but of course, this is just the first installment of the new age, and so there will be continuous expansions upon these new features. Okay, so do we have anything else that we wanted to go over before we start? So this will be a live preview of the new features. Excuse me. So we'll be going through the new features, allowing for some questions from chat. But we can't get too much into the weeds about lots of specific details. Also because some of the new content is potentially spoilery, because it's
You'll see. We'll get there.
Okay, so sorry, I'm a little getting my nerves shaked out because it's this is fun, this is good. Okay, so let's swap over to in-game. Whoop. Okay. All right. So, thank you.
Yeah, fixing the stream deck.
All right, so is this coming through all right? I'm gonna move my microphone a little bit so it's not sticking out. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay still. Oh, sorry about that. All right. So, where are we right now? So this is, of course, our illustrious friend in Oslo, Torregel, constructed a massive sprawling base using tons of building pieces. Of course, also disclaimer, this is still pre-release footage, so there are some things that may not necessarily be working quite as intended. But we're just gonna walk by here as if they're just going about their business, right? So, astute viewers may notice. Ooh, is this a cook? A cook that's dressed up? What's going on here? So, one of the first main feature that we are introducing with Age of Heroes, we are calling living settlements. And so this new feature is intended to breathe new life into your settlements and your bases. The feature is comprised of a major rework of all worker type thralls. As you may know, there's two main archetypes of thralls, one being combatants and the other being workers. Workers were just kind of this sort of socket piece that you put into a bench, and they just stay there in perpetuity, and they just kind of are always there.
Toil into eternity.
Yeah, toil into eternity, and only ever having coursed threads, right? You never get to dress them up. So starting with this update, all worker type thralls have been converted into proper individual placeable characters that can be placed within the world, can be customized, can be ordered to follow you around, or be assigned to a working station. Come on over here.
There's basically no difference between a fighter and a blacksmith now. You place them in the world the same way, convert them, use the item to put them on the ground, and once you put them down, we introduced this ghost system with the tavern, where you can kind of see where you place a thrall to do its work. So the barkeeper does that. And we took that and applied it across all of the workstations in the game. So if you want to assign someone to a specific action or workstation now, you just move them right to the one you want them to go into.
So yeah, so that's just one part of this. The other part is you may notice that there's some characters just kind of like milling about. And so all these characters, all these worker type characters now also have their own individual specific needs that they will work to attend to automatically, including things which include things like drinking and eating, sleeping, working, and can also include fighting and fleeing. You know, like what Dennis said, you know, there's essentially not a big difference between like a blacksmith and a fighter, but like
Statistically, there is.
Well, yeah. But like, and also like a cook is going to be way less likely to like want to, you know, engage in direct combat versus like a regular fighter. So they might just end up running away.
If your settlement comes under attack, there's a chance that they'll just flee or cower instead of actually getting into a fight. So when it comes to, I know that there are going to be some questions that come up really soon with this, so I'll kind of get ahead of them. But when it comes to fighters, archers, and dancers, when you place them out in the world, they'll act just the way they did before. They, you know, the guards will stand wherever you position them to guard. The archers will stand posted wherever you send them. So they'll still defend normally. Dancers won't move around, so you don't have to worry about seeking, corruption, cleansing. So we didn't really change them, but crafting thralls, they'll go about their lives. You know, they will look for places that they can pretend to eat or sleep. And an important distinction with this system is that we didn't want to add a new layer on top of the game that was like, okay, well, now you're playing a life simulator or city builder on top of playing Conan Exiles. So you're really logging in and playing the same game, and life is just happening around you. If a thrall needs to eat, and they're basically just looking for a building that says, this is somewhere you can eat, and they go there and they eat out of a little bowl with their spoon until they're happy that they're full again, and then they go off and do something else. And when they eat, it doesn't cost you items. It's just the illusion that they are living. So as you're coming in, it's kind of like someone phrased it the other day as like thrall RP. Like all the thralls are RPing now, and that's really what it is.
Yeah, and like and for those of you wondering, the like the needs and all that are also something that can be modded, and so yeah, our intent is that we want you to be able to play Conan Exiles, and we don't want this feature to like block your like moment to moment like the core gameplay of Conan Exiles. But like, if you wanted to try something on your own, yeah, go hog wild. That's totally fine.
Yeah,
we are totally fine with that.
You know, the thralls behind the scenes are using things to determine what needs they need to meet, and then they look for objects in the world that will meet those needs for them, and that's completely moddable. You can change the behavior of a thrall whenever they're seeking or performing a certain need. You can change the needs that they have and the rate at which they decay or refill. So everything is mod friendly here. You can add new needs that don't exist.
So yeah, getting into to touch back on also making sure that everyone understands that like this is not intended to like get in the way of like regular gameplay. I also changed the time of day to see if I can coax some of our thralls to engage in EP time. But yeah, so you know, your workers will work to also meet their own needs automatically, and so you may be wondering like, well, what happens if my guy just like walks off and like
he's not at the workbench.
Like he's not at the workbench anymore. Like
where's my armor smith,
yeah, like where I have this tier 4 guy with like good bonuses. Like where's my guy? Like I can't build anything. What do I do? So we kept that in mind. Let's see here. Where was the armor bench?
That's right.
Oh, that's it right there. Great. Perfect. I was like, wait, is that the tinker bench now? Okay, so a worker does not have to be actively at the bench in order to be able to like have the crafting, and then also we've added some functionality, a new UI element on the crafting thing above my head up here. Where if you have multiple different followers in your roster that I believe it's, what'd you say, within 50 meters of the bench itself? Yeah.
It's currently 50 meters. It's something we can adjust. So if people find that, hey, 50 meters is obnoxious, it's not enough space, you know, we can try to increase that and make it more convenient.
Yeah. I guess. Oh, yeah. Let's. I guess in a second also like what I'd like to show like what 50 meters is. I guess like in game if that's possible. So okay, yeah. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, so this new UI element here allows you to choose between. Sorry, if you have multiple followers in your roster that can apply their bonuses to a bench. You'll have the option of choosing which one you want to apply to the bench. And then you'll actually be able to see exactly what bonuses they confer. And if you really want to get into like the exact like crunchy numbers, you can press this button to expand this and you'll see the actual like the full range of like numerical bonuses that they provide for you for crafting. This will apply to every single crafting station, every single crafter. Of course, the ones with like unique bonuses. And so like, and they have to be able to apply those bonuses to that specific bench. So like, it may be that like one bench only has like one option, but like this, for example, has 3.
Yeah, we looked at crafting benches and thralls, and the currently, at least when we started working on it, and now, the most types of effects we could find on a single bench was 3. So we literally just added 3 slots to show, which thrall types you could choose from, and it'll automatically pick the highest bonuses, like the highest quality bonuses that you can get. So if a tier 2, you have a tier 1 and a tier 2, like alchemist, it'll show only the bonuses for the tier 2. And then if you add a tier 3 to your settlement and it's in range, you won't see the tier 2 bonus anymore because the tier 3 is objectively better. It's only when you get to the tier 4 range where you have options between how you modify the output that you need to be able to make a choice. I'd like this to weigh less, or I'd like this to have higher armor, for example.
Thank you, Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, again, we want this to not like obstruct like your moment to moment gameplay. So like. This will breathe like and only something I forgot to mention also is that we've added a bunch of new idle working animations to your workers as well. So while they're working the benches, I guess we get a little bit unlucky right now, but yeah.
There's that right there, the fire pit.
So but yeah, workers will just like at random. Yes, very good.
New animations, new audio.
Yeah, like this guy. Okay, yeah.
Also,
there we go.
I think you briefly touched on it too, but Andy has said in the beginning. Now you can change the outfits of all your thralls because they're wearing normal armor like any other thrall would. So you get a lot more visual diversity.
Yep, he's just a regular guy. He's just the guy, and I can dress him up. It's perfect. Everyone's just their own person now. It's excellent. Even this guy. He's just a guy. He's our guy. He's our favorite person. He's just like me, for real. And like so any like valid points that you have within your base, your followers will automatically seek out to try to meet their needs. So for example, in this case, is your name Gordon? Nice. Yeah. So Gordon here is an EP gal and is taking a sleep. And so like any bed that I lay out or anything that's flagged as a bed that I lay out within my base is a valid point for a character to want to sleep, for example. We have this bench in a quiet corner of our base. This taskmaster here is just having a bite by a serene brookside.
2 questions I saw come up that I do want to talk about. The first was, will this have an effect on your thrall count? And it does now. So all of the crafter thralls that you have in game now, whenever we patch this out, they'll remain items in the inventory. They should be ejected into the inventory. And then you can pick them up and place them out into the world like you would a fighter or whatever. So that will count as plus 1 more thrall. So now that does count against the total number of thralls you can have. And the other question that I saw was, how will this affect the thrall cap, particularly on official servers, right? So we limit the number of thralls players or clans can have. We're currently running performance tests with our QA department to see how much or if we need to adjust that value. So we are testing it. We're running tests on it, and we want to find a good point that feels like you have a healthy number of followers, but not an unhealthy server. So it's a thing that we're working on right now. We will likely announce, it may either appear in the patch notes or ahead of time if we decide to turn down the follower count.
I'm also gathering a bunch of questions. Hello, does this work?
It does.
Oh, excellent. We're also gathering a bunch of questions in chat, and whenever you guys want questions, let me know. I don't want to interrupt you guys, but whatever. But just letting chat know that I am collecting questions as well. So if we don't immediately answer them, like we can later on, or
Yeah. We'll allow for some like some pauses for like questions from like
Okay,
overall questions from chat because like I know I'm just like yapping right
You're
now.
fine.
I'm just blowing through some stuff right now, trying to get my ducks in a row. So yeah, we'll be more than happy to answer some questions in just a bit. Yeah, but thank you.
There was one person that was asking,
Yeah.
are crafters still active while eting or sleeping? I don't know if that
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we
Sorry for any repeats.
No,
It's okay.
it's totally fine. Yeah. So so we did touch on that. So yeah, a crafter does not have to actively be at a station anymore in order to be able to have that station craft, and that also applies to any bonuses if they're like a special crafter or like have special bonuses applied to them. So yeah, like if they're off like eating, drinking, or like sleeping, that won't affect your ability to craft. Again, like the big focus of this feature is that it does not interfere with your like moment to moment like the core gameplay of Conan Exiles. You're still playing Conan Exiles. This is not it's not a life management sim. Yeah.
Also,
As much as I love those.
Yeah, right, exactly. We love those, but like that's not what Conan Exiles is.
people love your shirt, Dennis. by the
Conan,
way.
I think it's ConanShop.com.
Is it Conan Shop?
Yeah. There should be a link on the Heroic Signatures website
I was
if that's
looking
not
for
the
it.
address. But yeah, we do have a shop with a bunch of Conan stuff in it that you can get to from the Heroic Signatures website, I believe.
I'm just gonna make a quick adjustment
Oh,
live actually.
ConanShop.com is not it.
Oh, not.
That goes
I think that used to be it.
goes Conan the detective, like
Oh,
the
yeah,
anime.
yeah.
Sorry, we're taking up a lot of space. so
Nicole
just
can
show
spam
more
the link
gameplay.
in chat if
Yeah, I'll find it.
she finds the shop.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of questions about your shirt. It's actually it's sick. It's really nice. I like it. Okay, let's see. Sorry, my train of thought derailed for a second. Let's take questions from chat. If we have. I know. Surely you have some. What were some other things that I wanted to try to go off the yes, go.
Sorry, did you want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
someone was asking about if it's possible to get a like an Orb of Nergal type station or barber for the thralls now that they're permanent.
Oh, be able to like customize the appearance of
That
all
sounds
followers?
That sounds difficult.
Yeah.
So in the short term, no. In the long term, possibly. But you could also recruit more thralls. But
Just get more
I'm sorry.
thralls forehead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm being cheeky, but yeah, in the short term, definitely not. That's a really complex interaction for just the player to be able to change the way they work. So imagining the UX for how you do it with a thrall is a whole other set of hurdles.
Oh yeah, like yeah.
You would have to probably like put it in the station like we do with one of these workstations.
Yeah. I
And then
mean,
you change it when you interact with them.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Not to get too far off topic. But yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great suggestion, and we've. I mean,
It could be a good mod to the Orb of Nurgle itself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, since the Orb of Nurgle could have one of those slots for a follower to interact with, you just manually put them in there. And then do it.
yeah. It's an excellent suggestion, but yeah, in the immediate term, there's that won't be just suddenly manifesting itself suddenly. So, but yeah, thank you for the question. Appreciate it. Did you finally add a questing system? Funny you ask that.
Oh.
We'll get to that in a second. Sort of. Let's see. Can worker thralls be killed during raid time? Well, yeah. So like, yeah, they're so yeah. The thing is like every player's base now, like all your bases now suddenly you're gonna. Ooh, you okay?
Sorry.
Yeah. So like suddenly like all of your bases are gonna have like a sudden influx of a bunch of characters that are walking around, and so yes, like they are now valid targets if your base gets attacked, and so they're I suppose there is that consummate risk if you play on a server where your characters can be killed.
And they are a bit more vulnerable too because they're not guaranteed to fight back the way a fighter would.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll definitely need to balance, having the best crafters and fighters to defend them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me the dog? That's a good question.
Oh yeah, I can show you the dog.
I'm a big dog fan.
That's a big dog.
Can you assign the thralls to beds?
Not so you could pick them up and make them lay in it, like you would be able to put them somewhere else, but you can't assign it the way like you assign a spawn point for yourself. You can't force them to go to a specific one. They just use whichever one's available and closest. Oh, I guess one other thing that's important to talk about too, it's a small thing, but we did actually go through both maps and add thrall rescue cages across.
Oh
the levels.
yeah.
So you can find those thrall rescue cages like SIPTA has all over the Exiled lands now too, and you can rescue the barkeeper from those. So you don't have to do the purge to get a tavern anymore. And the purge has crafter thralls and the rewards at the end as well too, just like it used to be.
Yeah. We really wanted to expand more upon just like being able to get and recruit more followers and actually recruit them and have them willingly join your cause, as opposed to the way you obtain followers from the launch. And so, and that's actually a really great sort of bullet point to move into what the next major feature for Age of Heroes is. And then we'll come back to this also, because like I know there might be some questions about like some of the new building pieces that are being shown off in the background here. But we'll circle back and show off like new building pieces and new all that new stuff
People are wondering
in just a
about
little
that
bit.
purple smoke.
Yeah. But you mean my friend, my purple friend?
That might be a reward for something else.
Ooh, you mean this stinky boy? Ooh.
That doesn't even come from the shop.
Anyway, yeah. It's so the corruption is so stank it's making Dennis cough.
Yeah,
through the internet.
I cannot even smell in here. It's terrible. Plug mine out.
Okay, yeah, and then I did see something in chat just really quick also, and something I meant to bring up at the very start. So like, in Age of Heroes, where we're continuing our commitment to releasing these new major gameplay features for free for everyone to enjoy as part of the base game. And so both Living Settlements and Companions, or the new Companions, will be part of the base game at launch and will not require like any kind of like paywalling or like any additional whatever. It's just a part of thing. That there's some like steps that you might have to do for like your Companions, for example, but like there's just no you don't have to get anything else. And then like your followers will have this logic as soon as they awaken the moment the Age of Heroes update goes live. So this is for everyone. So yeah, let's move into Companions.
Yeah. Feature number 2.
Feature number 2, yeah. So what are Companions? So there's a little terminology like clarification I just want to bring up here up front. So these Companions are new, fully voice-acted characters with their own special quests, like unique quest lines to be able to recruit them, with their own unique passives and perks that can actually change depending on your choices throughout the quest line. So these Companions are followers. So it's kind of like a squares versus rectangles kind of thing. Like, Companions are followers, but not all followers are Companions. It came up as a question in some of our previews that we made, so just wanted to make that clear. So yeah, Age of Heroes will launch with 2 of the such Companions. I'm going to take just 1 second here and teleport as I hit this button. We're gonna go visit the first one of which is an interesting character. Because I know some of you all are wondering what the heck was that pink smoke coming from. Well,
yeah.
we're gonna find out perhaps something about that. All right. Oh, let me make sure the audio is up actually, because you want to hear this. So and I won't be going too far into this in the interest of both time and spoilers, but
what was that?
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Nicole's face right now. She doesn't have headphones. I do, so I heard it.
I have subtitles.
Oh,
And Nicole's not.
no. What? Hold on.
Save doggo.
There.
All right, cool.
Excellent. Sound effect volume is low. All right, let's see here. What can we do? You don't hear anything? Let's see. Do you hear voices? You hear it, okay. Do you hear the voices? You don't hear the voices?
Well, people hear it.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot chat was delayed a little bit.
It is a space octopus.
Yeah, me too, Maelstrom. I always hear your voice in my head.
Exile, we have little time. Holding this form requires much energy. As you have no doubt surmised, my true form is trapped within the Yothka plant. I am Lu Fei, sorcerer to the Celestial Emperor of Kitai, master of the Five Storms, and sacred defender of the many-petaled throne. Complex arcane calculations led me to this strange land.
I think my dog is fighting something right now.
Long centuries, my circle has watched the skies, staying ever vigilant for an astrological conjunction that would signal the return of a demon of such incalculable appetite. It is destined to swallow the world.
Okay, chat says I got to save the dog. We're saving the dog. There.
This is important.
All right, yeah, shift deleted. Get out of here.
So companions, like Andy just showed, this guy's a little bit long-winded in the intro here, but
buddy.
he's got a story to tell. He's got a whole reason for being in the exiled lands, and talking to him and doing what he wants you to do will give you a little bit of a journey to go on. And based on what you do during the journey, you'll wind up with a follower in the end if you complete it. That'll have unique and different perks based on your interactions during the quest that you go on. After they're converted, they'll be like a normal follower that follows you around. And we actually also have a ton of continued immersive voice lines for them to play whenever they follow you around the world. So they'll have things to comment on, talking about the different biomes and races and POIs and just like all sorts of stuff that they have a chance to talk about while you cart them around the exiled lands. And they've got the unique perk sets. Whenever they convert and you inspect them, you'll be able to see the perks that they earned. And each perk will have a description that tells you what you did to get that specific perk during the conversion. So if you want to go through again and see the alternative version, what the other side of the perks are, and if you want to try to mix and match those things, you've got good reasons to go through and try to do all the different things and some little fun activities to set for yourself for at least part of your gameplay for the day. Converting them, they actually have several hours worth of gameplay for each companion. And there are points where they'll take little breaks, and there will be logical points in the story where they need a rest. And we did that to make it so you come back the next day and continue on the next step. It meshes with the story really well, and it gives you a little bit of a break so you don't just, if you log in, you're like, I'm playing for 1, 2, or 3 hours today. You don't have to spend the whole time just grinding that character out. You can do the other stuff that you normally like to do when you're playing the game. And here we have Andy showing the start of the second one. For this one, we took a character that already existed in the world that had a little bit of environmental storytelling going on and turned it into a deeper story for you to follow. So
yeah, just showing that this is maybe you want to look at this, but yeah, I don't want to go too far into that because I see some folks in chat being like, don't spoil it. So
Sure.
Don't want to get too far into it.
I won't say the name or anything, but this will be the second hidden face on the teaser image that Andy posted.
It's on the. I mean, the key art's out already. It's all the banners got changed on social media. So you see Conan with the Lu Fei and our gal Freya. I guess there's some mechanical questions that are probably important to clarify. Just I guess set expectations so no one's unpleasantly surprised or anything. But so Freya will be the second companion that will launch with Age of Heroes. Now, as Freya is an existing character that can already be a follower, some of you may be wondering what happens if I already have Freya? So anyone that has Freya, Freya will. Just like the old Freya, we'll continue to have that NPC, and it'll still be like the NPC named Freya. With like nothing will change about that character, but after the Age of Heroes launch, the Freya that spawns in the world will no longer be accessible and will be replaced permanently by the new special companion version of Freya. So those of you with the old Freya still be able to like use her as a combat follower, but she will not have the bespoke storyline and the special perks that are available to the new Freya. I suppose.
And balance wise, they're not tuned to be turbo thralls. Like they will have, standard high tier thrall kind of power gains, but the perks that they get are another source of power. So ultimately, they probably will be a bit stronger than normal thralls, but it's due to the additional little bonuses they give through the perks that they get.
Yeah. The intent,
which are not statistical; they are mechanical perks.
Yeah.
It's not like Freya gets 5% penetration because for whatever reason. It's something that's fun that ties in with the theme of the story that you do. I also saw a couple people ask already about Sipta. These characters are bespoke made for Exiled Lands, and like Exiled Lands is our really core experience to the game. So they're only on Exiled Lands, and they take a very long time to make, and they're very cool. And I would encourage you to give it a swing, even if you don't play on Exiled Lands regularly, which the vast majority of people do.
But yeah, long story short, it'll be available on Exiled Lands and only the Exiled Lands.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did see some people also ask, like, are these quests repeatable? And so like, you like, for example, if you lose one of them, like if they die permanently, even with down but not out in the game now, you're not SOL. Like you can go back and you still have to do the quest again, but you can get another Luffy or another Frey, or but down the line also, like in future chapters, we plan on adding additional companions in this similar vein. So you can always go back and do the quest line again, and then go through the process and then recruit them officially. And maybe you'll do different things this time to be able to see like what different perks you can get, because as Dennis said, like you get the hints on like what actions you took that led you to getting that perk, or them getting that perk.
This is one of the big reasons we framed this as Age of Heroes, because these characters are heroes themselves, the companions that you go out and rescue. You as a player wind up doing heroic things to aid them in their journey, and they have the journey of a hero where they face adversity and struggle and strife, and you help them through it. Freya's quest line particularly is pretty gripping in that regard, I would say, where she's got some personal stuff going on, and you're going to help her through it. It's pretty cool.
We're all fighting battles that people can't see, right? And so
some of us fight literal demons.
Yeah, so literal demons and the demon within, which is also a literal thing the guy talks about. Anyway, Nicole.
I did want to mention something real quick. Sorry.
Hey, yeah.
A lot of people are asking about like bug fixes and stuff, and I mean this goes with every update that we have things coming out, but we also have fixes as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a couple specific ones that I just wanted to like make sure we acknowledge here on stream, just so like folks know that we were aware of them at the very least, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
I want to talk about the content stuff first, but we do want to acknowledge a couple.
There's a lot of people asking about bug fixes, so I just want to make sure people understand that we do both.
Oh no, of course, Like as with every single update and patch we make with Conan Exiles, like even all content updates will still include various bug fixes or quality of life fixes. And obviously, not all bugs are created equal, and so some things take a little bit longer to address than others. And we know, what, we're already getting into it. I'm just going to talk about it real quick. So whatever. Yeah. So a couple of things that we just wanted to touch on just really quick, just to make sure you guys know that we know. Two things that we're aware of, very high priority things, still working on it. One, we know folks are still falling through stuff like foundations. We know, and we know it sucks. We are working on it. As soon as we have more information, we will blast it to everyone, because believe me, we want it fixed too. We want it fixed ASAP too. Like we're not here like reveling in this like ha ha ha. It sucks. So we're aware. We're working on it. And I actually
undermeshing.
Okay,
yeah. It's the same deal for undermeshing. There were adjustments made to the system a release ago, and it's letting more people spend time undermesh, which is hurting some ecosystems. Yeah. But the alternative in the short term would be that people die when they're just walking around the normal ground. So to me, it's more important that people playing the game normally don't just die for no reason when they're walking across a desert. And we're working on a fix for that under mesh system to prevent people from being able to bury themselves under the ground.
Yes. So yeah, those are the two like major or like hot button issue things that I just wanted to acknowledge during the stream as well, because like especially because I stare into the depths that is the Facebook comments and sometimes and we know that there's some we know the discourse about a couple of these things, so we just wanted to give you all a shout out, and we appreciate all your feedback and keeping us honest. So okay, moving forward, let me just collect myself just really quick. So yeah, let's talk about shiny things and pretty things that are coming to the game as well. So some of you may have spied some beautiful new building pieces that are coming y'all's way. So similar to what we did recently. Oh,
That's very majestic.
Excellent. Yes.
Good posturing.
Look, that's amazing. I'm screenshotting that. Similar to what we did with the Yamatai sets, where we went back and expanded upon we're going back and expanding upon existing culture sets. Most recently, we did the Yamatai, and we're going back and adding more Argosian building pieces this time. The new pieces that you're seeing are titled under the it's called the Argosian Observatory theme. Recently we had like an astrologer and stargazer bundle, and we're continuing pushing that theme with Argosian and the Corinthian themed items as well. So here's some samples of some of the new placeables as well as the new outfits. This one on the left here is the Corinthian academic set, including this extremely good hat. And the Stargazer set, the Corinthian Stargazer set.
Also with an extremely good hat.
Also with an extremely good. I like the wide brim. I'm a big fan of the wide brim. I like that.
Big hat fans, stand up.
Hey man, I got a big hat. I got a big noggin. I like big hats. What can I say? What can I say? We have a new horse comparison with clan emblem support coming y'all's way. So of course, this will update dynamically based on whatever your clan's logo is. New curved ceiling pieces, and some new. Actually, I'm gonna
Stairs. Did you show the stairs already?
Did I show the stairs? Oh, we have a couple other buildings that I wanted to just show off really quick. I hope I'm going.
Are you gonna come back to that?
The what?
Are you gonna come back to that?
That what's that? The base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There was another thing you didn't show.
Oh. Well, yeah. There's. I always get mixed up here. Hold on one second. Yeah. The really cool ceiling thing. Yeah. Wait. Oh God, I'm so lost.
It's
now.
underneath you.
But we had the little like structure thingies. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm getting so turned around here. I'm so sorry. And
he's lost in the
dark. I'm lost in the sauce.
It's too
chat.
dark.
I am so sorry. Yeah, I really should just turn it on. Jesus, what am I doing here?
One of the hardest things about
Sorry.
showing stuff for us is the glare on the screen.
Can you put it on daytime?
Yeah, it's too dark. Sorry. Yeah.
Whenever it's dark and we have so many lights around us that just wash the screen out.
And I like rehearsed this whole thing. Like we've been doing like previews and like press previews and stuff like that too. And I've done this whole walkthrough like 8 or 9 times now, and I'm still losing myself in the sauce. It's man. Ooh, what are brains, chat? What are brains? Okay, where's that really cool
Isn't
ceiling?
it right underneath the telescope?
Oh, yeah. Ah, yes. Because I will never take a moment to not hype up our incredible art team. I'd like to highlight this bit right here. So because of the lighting and the glare, it might be obstructing the view a little bit, but I'd like you all to take a very close look at this just gorgeous parallax and layering of this material and the way the reflection, the way that light hits. Oh, it's yummy. It's good.
So pretty.
It's so good, right?
I love the texture in the surface, like that.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Exterior surface.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. And
You
then
can
like
just tell someone
all these little details.
sanded it, wiped it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each one of these corners has a different like moon phase. And I think what was the trivia you were saying about these various like signs here?
Yeah, there's an RPG book that has the Aquilonian astrological calendar, and we pulled that out and made little symbols for each of those. So they actually kind of tie up with the lore as well.
Yeah. Research is important. And it's really cool that that reference was already there. And it's just cool to throw that in there as a touch. So yeah, if any of our art team is watching, you're amazing. We love you. Thank you. Let's see. Where were other things that I glossed over or missed?
The pineapple.
Yeah.
Step 2.
Where was the pineapple again? I'm trying. I got like super turned around, and now I'm like floundering a little bit, and I apologize. I thought it was. Let's see here. So in the meantime, while I flounder around a little bit, I'm happy to take a couple more questions from chat.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look at the build while I'm like floundering around and flying.
I can ask anything.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So yeah, we got some collection of questions going on here. Can we level workers to get better bonuses?
There we go.
No. That was a thing that we wanted to do originally. It still might become a thing in the future. But in this update, no.
Okay. And then this question is going to probably be a no, but people are wondering if they could romance companions.
So you cannot romance companions. And that's actually where the conversation started.
That's great.
That was one of the very first things we talked about with companions. And the reason I chose not to go that route is because I think that when games do that, even when it's done at its very best, it is still very cringe.
Oh, I disagree.
I respectfully disagree with you, Dennis. But
it's
very
hard.
not.
It's very hard to do well, and with the type of interactions that we have in Exiles and the amount of time that you spend with a companion, it's not quite the same as it is in some other games. So
God.
I think it would be hard to make it. It would take an immense amount of voice acting and options where we already have a lot more voice acting than we've done in this chapter. And it would take significantly more to make it convincing. And additionally, I think that at that level, you need animation support as well, like a lot of animation. And in our companion quests, they'll emote and stuff during the things, but it's kind of very typical, almost MMO-looking kind of interaction with the player when you're talking to them. But whenever you're doing a romanceable character, you want them to have like real intimate interactions with the player, right? So,
Yeah, a lot of people agree with you, which is like, I'm pretty surprised. But yeah, someone was just like, no.
Yeah, someone said that's okay. We have mods.
That's also true. Yeah.
I think in long story short is that's just not the vision that I think we have for Conan Exiles. And
it would be awesome. As much
as I support that, yeah,
it really would be cool. But it's a very big task for a very small group of people.
So yeah. Getting my brain back on track here. So yeah, this is the pineapple that we were just talking about, and as some people noted, some of the new building pieces are these. Oh, wait, why is it not? Oh, is it? Is it because of that? No, I thought I had it on. I can't copy the middle piece. It's just a little. Suppose it's just a little bug, but yeah. So you can, you should be able to stack these up pretty much. Let me see here.
Open the hammer, yeah.
Yeah, and sorry, these are all. Sorry, our team. I know these are all for placeholder icons. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Let's see. Middle. There we go. Cool. So yeah, these are just like Oops. Yeah, if you want your windows to just get really tall, like you can just go really like long windows, big long windows, as high as your eye can see, blotting out the sun. You can just go as high as you want, the biggest of windows. The height limit is just like whatever building limit is hard coded into the game, I imagine. However high you could go with regular building pieces, let's just say that. Oh yeah, and I wanted to do 50 meters. So yeah, and this is the other thing that I was looking for, but it features all the same things that we've already shown just previously. So the horse comparisons, another look at the ceiling with a little bit less glare and lighting. I'm just going to take another moment to show this part off. Oh yeah, new ivy. That's right. So there's new wall decorations like that. Coming elsewhere. So these are all going to be available through the bazaar. And it's important to note, and also as a reminder for folks, starting with the Age of Heroes, there will no longer be a battle pass. So the system is completely retired, And so all the resources that went into creating the battle pass, if you would like to.
Right, yeah, we divert it back into gameplay. So one thing I forgot to mention is whenever you do convert a companion into a follower, you get some rewards that come with that. So you'll learn to be able to make some new like armor pieces, placeables, things like that are kind of tied into the theme of that character.
Which, yeah, if we recall a certain stinky friend in our base, that's maybe something related to that. Yeah. The resources that would have gone into creating the battle passage just went into creating new either gameplay features or new rewards from like new content that we're working on. We're still cooking up things for beyond this as well, of course, and so there'll be new bespoke rewards for both companions and the new features that we're working on beyond this as well. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, those are the main 2 feature thingies, and then the fun shiny bits.
Stuff,
yeah, we showed the bizarre stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to go think about whatever else we wanted to touch on. Let's see. Oh, what are some other like fun new buildables that we're also adding with the update? I think we were talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of new ambient life interactions for living settlements. We went through the list of stuff and found all kinds of things we could make animations for. So, Andy's fun hour now.
Just the William Dafoe .gif.
Lighthouse.jpg.
Oops. Sorry. Oh God. Well, we'll. Oh yeah, and you can, if you need to clean it out.
It's got an inventory.
It's got an inventory.
You connect the dots.
Let's see. There's let's see. What was another thing? Oh yeah, other new placeables include, what is it? Let's see. I think it was under food. Yeah. Oops. I think we had some of these placed out throughout the world, but yeah, various new placeables. Will be part of our box.
There's a set of vintner themed items. I think the grape, stuffing tub is in that same.
That's
menu.
Right. Yeah. Did we place one over here, or wasn't there one over here?
Oh, I do not.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, we
it's wiped, right?
Yeah. We replaced that. That's right. There we go. Yeah. So this is this is an interactable grape stomping tub. You can just like get in grapes. Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Very good.
You fall over too.
No,
unfortunately not. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then I think that does actually cover both the living settlements and companions coming y'all's way. And then we'll of course that's just for the first chapter of Age of Heroes, and there will be future chapters, of course. And we'll be adding new features as well, which we're not ready to talk about today, but stay tuned and we'll have more information coming your way very soon. In fact, we'd had a little play test of one of them last night, and apparently they seem to really like it. So,
yeah.
It was fun. So yeah, any closing remarks or anything like that? Are there any other questions that from chat that anything?
Plenty. Just depends on how many you want to answer.
Well, I mean, we've got some time. If folks want to ask some questions, that's totally fine.
Yeah, and feel free to pick from the chat as well. But,
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't mean to talk over you. One last thing before that. Yeah. So some people are asking, when is? So right now we're aiming at a public beta for August 22nd. That may shift around, so please be aware of that. And so we're doing our
like the crafter thralls won't be automatically converted to thralls that get dumped into the world. So your thrall limit should technically stay the same whenever you log in. Because right now it's just like fighters, dancers, bearers, whatever. They'll all still be the same.
Oh wait, is stream down?
What?
F.
The stream crashed? What?
There's 0 drop frames.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Did our internet go down? What happened?
YouTube
Well,
is
we're still getting
working.
chat.
It's just Twitch, apparently.
Huh. Yeah, I guess refresh.
Oh, we're back?
Cool.
Hey,
That's weird.
W.
Yeah, it was just Twitch.
We had a little bit of a hiccup.
Yeah, no, it was... Yeah, YouTube's fine.
Okay.
It was just Twitch.
Cool. A
What
series
the
of
hell,
tubes.
Cool.
Yep.
Back to business then.
Okay.
Going
hi,
back to the
kitty.
question
Yeah,
of,
so-
what happens
yeah.
to your thrall cap. Nothing whenever you log in. Like, you shouldn't lose anything because the thralls will be converted into an item that you still have to place out. Unplaced thralls don't count, so they won't count until you put them down. End. Next question, please.
Oh yeah, fluffy cat.
Wait, I think I already asked this, if companions needed to eat and sleep.
Oops.
I
Right.
forget.
Yeah. If companions eat and sleep, I'm sorry, I don't know if Nicole's mic was on, but it's just
was.
cosmetic. It's they basically portray life. They don't actually need to sleep. There's no penalty if they don't sleep or if they don't eat. It's just a behavior they want to execute.
Yeah, there's no like constant upkeep with relating to this system.
Doesn't
so like
cost items to feed them.
Yeah. So like like followers will still like eat food as a part of like the base follower system. Like, like I fed that dog earlier, like
Yeah.
characters will still eat
If
that.
their health is low, they still
Yeah,
need to eat to heal.
But like if like through the living settlement system, like if like a character's internal parameters like I need to eat, like it's not going to physically deplete your like any consumables or reserves or anything like that. Like again, we don't want the possibility of these random interactions or random events potentially blocking moment to moment gameplay, because it would suck if like if a thrall took some nice like high level crafting like food material that you were hoping to save up or something like that or something like that. Yeah, it would be unfortunate. So.
And release date for Twitch.
Oh, did we get cut out during the release date? Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So,
It's coming to you. Boop.
geez. So right now the target date for the public beta is August 22nd, which I believe is next Thursday. That date may shift, so please keep an eye out. But we are doing our best to deliver on that date with a full release in October. I hope. What we get cut out again as I'm saying that again. Yeah. What is this DDoS? How do companions interact with the admin panel? That is actually a really good question. Oh yeah. Do you know?
Well, they respond like a normal thrall would be. I think the only caveat is they won't receive their perks normally. So if you spawn one, there's actually a second set of commands you have to use to actually give them a perk from the A/B choice. So if you want to spawn one manually, you can, but you also have to have that second set of commands, which
Gotcha.
we'll probably publish with the mod information about them, which if it's available, it should be available.
Gotcha. Let's see. I know there was another. Oops, sorry. There was another question about. There's a bunch of stuff here. What about thralls that are already in boxes? I imagine that they will be unaffected. Like what? I mean,
Yeah,
if they're
they
in
just don't
storage, they're
count.
just in storage. Yeah. So, remind me again. How many units is a foundation in the game? I can't remember off the top of my head. Is it 256 units or 512 units, or around that?
I don't know. I don't know the size. I'm sorry.
If anyone on the team is watching, can someone message Nicole and pass the info along? Because I'd like to show like what 50 meters actually like looks like in game. Because there's not really like a real world.
It can't be 512. That would be huge.
So I would imagine. Okay, yeah.
Half height of a character is around 88. So
So I guess 200 something is probably more in line. Is there a range? No, there's no range finder or anything like that. Yeah. Oops. Let's see here. Let's see. Any other questions from chat while I'm milling about here? Any answer from?
So there were some concerns about the living settlement systems affecting performance. Is that something that we are looking into?
yeah, we mentioned it a bit earlier.
Okay.
But
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. We're having our QA team is running performance passes on that now to report back to us, and then we'll adjust and keep an eye on that. If there are adjustments, they'll come to just the official server caps. Anyone on a private server would still have to change whatever they want their caps to be. And single player is going to be largely unaffected because living settlement stuff doesn't run when you're not there. So there's no real performance impact when you're not actually observing thralls.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they just go idle. So they say there's no like calculations being done if there's no one to witness it. It's like, does a tree fall in the forest if no one's around, et cetera, kind of stuff. But yeah.
And one foundation is 256, so you 5 of them makes 1,000. 5 times that is 5,000, roughly. It's a little more, but.
Okay, great. So let's see. I think that about will do it if we have no further questions. And then we'll have a follow up to this as well. Like we'll have blog posts explaining like specific things and feature showcases, and then we can do another round of like Q&A or we're always reading your comments and your questions. And so like if any other like major hot button topics come up, or if a lot of other questions pop up, we're more than happy to follow up and either put out a blog or a video like we did earlier. I hope some of you got something out of that. So we'll do that again. We'll do forum posts as well, of course, indeed. Worker thralls can be picked up after placement. So they're just regular, like
not returned to your inventory picked up, but they can be moved.
Right. Yeah. So once placed into the world, they're a character and permanently. So yeah. But
you would have to break bond. And
just
get rid of it if you didn't want it anymore.
To actually delete it. I'm gonna go rescue this our friend up here. Yeah. So like, as soon as I place them, they just go back to kind of doing what they were doing. But otherwise they can be just like moved around as any. This is an alchemist that you previously couldn't. And now you can just like place them around. It's great. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this first look at Age of Heroes. Again, if you have any questions, ask away, and keep an eye out for specific details on when public beta goes live. Again, aiming for next Thursday. We'll keep you posted. That's it from me. Anything from you?
Nope.
Okay, great. Thank you for taking time out of your day, Dennis. Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks everyone for coming to watch.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you, Carol. And please, once again, let's welcome Carol to the Conan Exiles community team. Thank you, Carol. And thank you. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now for the awkward exit, where I fumble around and try to figure out how to get out of here. Oh, God.
Alt F4.
Alt F4. But then I'll show the desktop. I can't do that. Hold on one sec. Okay. Have a great one, guys. Bye.
Bye.